Hey, it's Chuck here back with Milton Daily Homes, and today we've got a list of 11 properties, maybe a bit more, maybe 12, something like that. I don't know, I can never keep track, but there are some very, very sweet properties, and a couple of them that I don't think they're doing themselves a lot of justice. So let me explain what I mean. First one up is an excellent, this is a great first pick. 1230 McDowell Crescent, and it's at 349. It's a croft-side model, so we're looking at 1380 square feet around there. And so it looks like you've also got, yeah, that's just one car parking. I thought it was two for a second. Backing onto a park, so that's a great feature. I value that typically in the $5,000 to $10,000 range. You've got hardwood floors. You've got that great light fixture. I've always loved these, but just very designer. Now, they still didn't do their hood fan. I think that's a mistake, but I don't think it's going to cost them that much. But it just finishes that impression. You've got an extra pantry space here, dining room. So that's how it's set up, almost like an L shape. The room's upstairs. So I like this one a lot. I think it's a beautiful property. Might be a bit of a stretch to get there, but I think we're seeing an upward trend in the sales of these models. So I do like it a lot. Savaline 369. Now, if someone had a gun to your head and said you must sell this house, whether it's the seller or the agent, just tell me if you would maybe improve the impression of this one. That's it. There's two identical photos of this right here. So that's not selling this house, and really, I mean, who knows what'll happen with it, but I'd rather stack the odds in my favor and in my seller's favor by doing definitely a better job of putting some photos on. Those 9 photos are very, very important. Farmstead is at 414.9, and so now we're looking at a nice impression here. Double car garage right in Old Milton, right in the, I mean, you know, in the heart of the older part. Parquet floors. Okay, you've got a kitchen that needs some work, and I get it, right? But at 414.9 for the double garage for a side split 5 level, which is a very large home, you've got, you know, grade level windows here, beautiful stuff, a 50 by 100 foot lot, big mature trees. You just can't go wrong with something like this. I think even if you put 50 grand into this, you're still doing very, very well. Roof reshingled in 2010. Great stuff. So Trudeau is at 419.9, and so this is a Pilgrim model, 1742 square feet, and I'm not sure, it says it's got 3 parking spaces. I don't know how that fits in. Maybe 1, 2. Most of the ones on Trudeau can do 2 cars in the driveway. Dark photos though, I mean, that's not helping the cause there. And hardwood floors. They were very smart to do this because this kitchen is just a little bit too small to do an official eat-in. Some people do it. I find it looks a little bit cluttered. To do this little breakfast bar here with the stools, that was a great idea, and I've never seen that. I've seen the counter come off of this side, but I've never seen it come off the wall on this one. Very smart. Finished basement looks terrific down here. Bit of a poker table. That's tile, and then it transitions to the carpet over here. That potentially could be the bedroom upstairs or down, hard to tell. There's an upstairs bathroom, and it looks like they've done some renos here. This isn't a standard Madame shower like this, so it's possible that that's in the basement. Given the lighting, it kind of looks like it could be in the basement, but that's a good thing too. Okay, so nice looking home. I think the finished basement is really going to be the thing that pushes this right out. Now it also has a fenced yard with a hot tub. I would have potentially been showing one of the photos out of the 9 as being the backyard, but again, when you've got a finished basement, you got to use a couple photos there because it is a good feature as well. Now it's listed with the Huron Perth Real Estate Board, and you know, I talk a lot about the fact that having a local expert really does matter, and it you know, having someone who knows exactly what's going on at ground level makes a big difference oftentimes to your results. Fenimore is at 469.9, and it's a Shady Glen. It's between 2,000 and 2,100 square feet, 4-bedroom model, and I guess they based their listing on the one on Savaline, and I think it shares a lot of similar features with the hardwood floors, couple pot lights in the kitchen, California shutters, nice impression, nothing wrong with it. If they do sell for this price, the one thing advantage they have over Savaline is they're backing onto green space, so that could push them up. We'll see about this one. Fenimore's a nice street though. Grantway is at $474.9. Now we get into double car garage, and the floors are almost like kind of a they're a darker floor, but it looks like they have a touch of green in them almost, or like a bluish color, but that could be the lighting. I find the kitchen here, at least this angle in this photo, looks like it's a little bit of a letdown. Again, you've got the mismatched here. Looks like they've done some under cabinet lighting. But yeah, it doesn't give that wow impression that you'd hope for with the kitchen. But the double garage can be a very positive thing. I'm not sure where this is. It looks like that's a rug, and then you've got ceramics that could be main level. It could be upstairs. And then you've got a fenced backyard too. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. I think it would definitely be one to look at if your price range is under 400, or sorry, under 500 with the double garage. You're probably looking at everything anyway, so go check that one out. Laurier is at $499, and again, tough photos, really not, I think, giving the best impression of this. You've got a great light fixture here. This particular photo makes this room look very small, so it looks compressed horizontally there. And so you've got your kitchen, same thing. That counter doesn't even look like you could fit a plate on it. And I have a feeling that's because of the photos. California shutters there, California shutters upstairs. The whole house has parquet floor, and generally you find that sometimes people aren't as into parquet. You probably don't get even though it's wood, you don't get the same value increase that you would with hardwood floors. And then they've got two shots of the front, so that, to me, that's kind of pointless. You put another shot of the house in. At $499, 4-bedroom. The last one on Laurier that was probably a similar size to this one was, I think it sold in kind of like the 470, something like that range. Story is at $534.9, and so it's a Newgate model, and it says it's over 2,500 square feet, but my understanding about the Newgate is it's between 2,400 and 2,500 square feet. You've got a nice soaring ceiling in the front there. You've got hardwood floors and hardwood throughout here. Nice looking kitchen. They've upgraded the hood fan there. The nice thing about this one is that when you walk out of the master, you've got this little sitting area upstairs. All the bedrooms are a good size. Actually, the master isn't much bigger than some of the other rooms, so if you like a huge master, this home probably isn't the right one for you. But it's a good looking home. It's a nice street, Story Drive. You're right close to the library, the BD library. And it's slightly smaller. It looks like it actually has a wider front, and it comes in a little bit on the back. So $534.9. We sold a nice one of these for like in the 520s, but it didn't have hardwood floors. So, and that was I don't know, maybe 3-4 months ago. So I think they're doing just good, just right on their price there. What could really accelerate them is the fact that they have a partly finished basement. There's been no reference to it in the room sizes over here, but that could be a very interesting thing about this home. Again, raising the value quite a bit depending on how finished it is. McJanet for some reason came through as a new listing, and it actually has been listed for probably 44 days or something like that. So I don't know why it came through again. It's listed on 2 different real estate boards, so this is from the other feed. Impression on this one is generally that it has some green space influences, so it backs onto green space. I think it's a pond actually, the stormwater pond, and it's a little bit small for what you typically see in this price range. I think it's a little bit closer to 2,000 square feet than 25. Stevenson is at $609,800, and it's a Tothberg model, 3,331 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4 washrooms. So they've done the 3rd bathroom upstairs, and inside, I've seen better. I mean, it's okay, right? I mean, you've got this model actually won, I think, Model of the Year in like 2005 or something from the Greater Toronto Home Builders Association. So it's a fantastic floor plan. There's a butler's pantry just over here. Very classic floor plan. The master ensuite is lovely. So check out the virtual tour. Cosmetically, it's certainly not a 10 out of 10, but I mean the 10 out of 10 one just sold, um, what, maybe 5 6 months ago for like 700, over 700,000. So putting money into this home, Stevenson is a beautiful street. You might find that you could actually increase your value. You can multiply the money you put into this one. Little Crescent 689, and it's a finished basement, 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom. And inside, I mean, that, like at 689, you got to make these rooms look big. So that doesn't look particularly big. You're getting a solar flare off the flash of these of this one here. That's kind of a unique light right here. The kitchen. I don't know what kind of counter space that is. They've done the other cabinet lights. They've got the runner on the stairs. And you back onto a park. So I don't know. I mean, you got to bring the heat up at 689, 4,700 square feet of living space. So they do have a finished basement, but I'm not seeing any indication of that. There's no virtual tour link yet. There could be one in the future. I don't know. I mean, it's not giving the impression that you necessarily need to really sell at that level. B4th. Now, B4th gets put in the list. We review listings in W22, which is what we call urban Milton, and W26, which becomes the outskirts, usually north and west. And those outskirts can really be stretched. And so this one on B4th is actually just a little bit north of Waterdown. There's Waterdown right here, and then you've got Carlisle over here. So it's kind of between those areas. There's a couple things that you'd want to check out in terms of quarries and just general vicinity things with this one. But again, it's kind of out of what we normally review, but I put it on because it is in W26 and it came through as a new listing. It's 10 acres, got a double car garage, but there's no interior shot, so potentially that could be a workshop. There could be a lot of things you could use with that. 5 bedrooms. Beyond that, there's really not a lot of information here. So there you go. So it looks like it has natural gas piping for greenhouses, so it could be a bit of a specific use on this one. Main Street South is the last one. It's at 989.8, and so you're looking about 2 acres on this one here too. Pie-shaped lot. 4 bedroom plus 2 downstairs, or plus 2 somewhere, I don't know, because it says it's an unfinished basement. That's a great looking shot right there, right on Main Street. So potentially there could be commercial stuff that could happen with this property down the road, so you have that added benefit. It looks like it's a bit of a reverse question mark look in the kitchen here, how it's set up. Yeah, it's nice though. Yeah, I mean, you've got the original wood-burning stove right here and nice high ceilings. I have a feeling this one would really show itself well. This is a little bit dated, the wood and the melamine stuff. This could be down in the basement, but the grounds, the location, the English Manor style, you really can't beat that. It's all great things. So $989, this is one of those homes you gotta go see. Anything getting close to $1 million, 9 pictures, 400 characters is just not going to do it justice. So that is the list for today, and have yourself a super weekend. We're doing a couple tours on the weekend, so if you want to sign up, just go over there, click on the time and date that you want, and join us for a tour of Milton. So I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.